Welcome to the video. In this video, I want to share with you my minimal setup and carry that I'm going to be taking on a very exciting trip to New York in just 1 week's time. Now, this is less about the gear and more about the concept because I've given this a great amount of thought, probably far too much thought, but it's been really important to me to get this right for this trip. Well, at least try to get this right because this is a multi-purpose trip. This is a family Christmas trip. At the same time, it's New York City. I've been before on photo purpose trips, so to me it's one of the best photo places in the world that I've been to. I absolutely loved it both times I went, and I feel like my photography's developed a lot since I was there last, so I want to make the most of it and really enjoy it with my camera. But I don't want that to take over. Well, it can't take over because it's not that kind of trip, and I just want to enjoy the trip, soak up the memories, the time, but also come away with some really nice photos and enjoy the photography without being weighed down with a load of gear. So I hope that gives you a little bit of background into my thought process, and I am a little bit nervous about what I've finally landed on and decided to take because it's way more minimal than I have previously gone to such epic locations. But hopefully it will work. If it doesn't, I guess I'll just have to go back. But I think it will be okay because what I've done is minimized everything to reduce decision fatigue. And really, there's only going to be one main decision. There's not going to be a decision. I've got one camera. So without further ado, let me stop rambling about my thoughts, my geeky thoughts and feelings about this, and we'll get into it, and I'll let you know what I'll be taking to New York City for 5 days in the city of photography, fun, travel, all sorts of goodness. So let's get into it. First things first, of course, is the camera of choice, and this is the Fujifilm X100VI, a new acquisition for me. I've been very excited to start shooting with it, been out and about quite a bit with it, and it's why I bought this camera. I bought it to travel with. I bought it to take as an everyday carry with me to make sure that I capture more moments. So to me, I think this is going to be perfect for this trip. I am a little bit nervous. I have gone back and forth between this and my Sony, and indeed bringing both of them because I've got loads of experience with my Sony. I know it inside out. I've got loads of different lenses for it, etc. But then I finally landed back on this because I want to keep this trip simple. There's no changing lenses. It has a fixed 35 equivalent, and that's it. I can't choose to bring in the other lenses or bits and pieces for it. It is what it is. The built-in ND filter might allow me to get a few long exposures if I want to, and it's really simple. Hopefully it's going to be a really fun camera to use. I've enjoyed it thus far. I am still getting to grips with it, so it will be a challenge as well. Very slightly nervous about not having a super wide because previously when I've been to New York, I've enjoyed capturing big buildings and big landscapes, but it will be a creative challenge to make it work. And of course, super light, compact carry that's really hopefully not going to get in the way or be obstructive when we're on this nice family trip. And I will want to carry it out with me every day. I don't want to be in that position in the hotel room in the morning thinking, will I take the camera? Will I not? I mean, it's coming with me. It's going to be great, and I just love using this camera. It feels fun, I feel creative, and I feel in the mood when I have it in hand. So let me get into some other bits and pieces that I will be bringing. Now, my primary focus on this trip is going to be to enjoy pure photography with the Fuji. However, I feel like there will be good opportunity to capture some behind the scenes and potentially create some vlog style content for this YouTube channel. So I really want to share some of the photography with you and make some memories of creating the images. So I wanted to carry a camera that I could use to do that. Now, typically for my YouTube videos, I use either the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I'm actually shooting on at the moment, or the Osmo Action 4. I love the quality of the Osmo Pocket 3. I've gone back and forth about bringing it. I'm not going to bring it. It's great, but it's a little bit of a faff to set up and it's not terribly robust. I don't see myself, really setting up shots, walking away, walking into frame, filming myself, etc. It's really going to be kind of run and gun stuff. So I have decided to just bring my Osmo Action 4, which has been a powerhouse of a camera for me. Not as good a quality. There's no getting around it, and it's just that kind of super wide action cam style, but it works really well for getting clips on top of the camera, point of view style shots, and kind of getting those real life view compared to what I then end up shooting. And it's bomb proof. It's literally this brick, you can put it in your pocket, you can chuck it anywhere, and it's pretty robust, which is fantastic for me. And again, the word non-intrusive, because I don't want things to get in the way, and it's so small it can just go in my bag. A couple of little accessories I have for it are a little hot shoe mount. All of the mounts for these are magnetic, really handy, really quick to take on and off. So this just slides on top of my camera if I want to get that style shot. And I will bring this very cute little mini tripod, which will be useful. And also this will double up as a little accessory for my Fuji. If you just unscrew this here, it then just becomes a screw-in mini tripod in case I do want to get one of those long exposures. And look how cute it is. It's absolutely tiny, so that can slot in my bag as well. Only other little accessory for the action cam I will bring is just a spare battery, because it does eat through them, especially when I'm shooting all day and they're really tiny, and it's probably going to be quite cold in New York. So that is the action cam set up. One other, of course, trusty camera that I will have on me all the time is my iPhone 15 Pro. I've actually taken shooting video with it quite a lot, so it's quite useful just to capture some establishing shots if you've got a really nice cityscape or across the river or something like that. I use it in London quite a bit, and of course it's always in your pocket. Great quality, and can just add to creating the story for some of these little videos that I hope to make. So that's all my cameras. Let's get into a couple of other bits that I'm going to be carrying to facilitate these cameras, and of course a little bit of editing of the photos on the go. So back to the Fuji itself, and a couple of little accessories that make it a bit more fun and easy to use on the go. I have this rope camera strap on it. I love it for carrying. I'm not a massive fan of shooting with it, but I'm working on that. I think I need to use it a little bit and see how I get on. I probably tend to wrap it around my wrist a little bit when I'm actually shooting. Other things, the battery on that Fuji is not brilliant, so I have this little battery pack here. It's really cool actually. Just opens up like that. It has 2 extra batteries inside, and you've got some memory card slots as well. I probably won't carry this around with me in a day, but I can charge everything up pretty swiftly at night in the hotel, and I'll just pop these batteries out and chuck them in my bag so that I have power at all times. In addition to that, of course, a couple of SD cards. I'll probably carry 2 normal SD cards and 2 spare micro SDs for the DJI, just in case I fill everything up. And I have this trusty little Anchor card reader, which I can just upload my images to either my phone or my iPad that I will be bringing. I will also be bringing my iPad mini. Love it, it's brilliant. Again, another little controversial topic. I always bring my laptop. I always bring the MacBook when I travel so that I can back up the video and the photos. I just don't want to bring it, and I'm not going to have much time. This is quite a short trip. I know it's going to be action-packed, and I don't want to be sitting there on my laptop. So I'm just going to go with the iPad so that I can edit a few photos on the go. I can also do them on my phone if needed. But whatever the case, I've got a card reader. I'll probably bring in another spare one because I'm a little bit paranoid, so that I can at least upload the images into Lightroom and check them out maybe on the plane ride on the way home, or if I get a spare 5 minutes of downtime. In addition to that, last accessory that I will be bringing, I have the weather sealing kit on the Fuji with the UV filter on it, but I'm also going to bring my everyday filter from Polar Pro Short Stash, which I've made a separate video about. I'll pop it up here. Love this filter, so that will be coming as well. And then there's just one last thing to discuss to close out this video: how I'm going to carry all of this gear. One of the main goals with this whole carry and setup is not to carry too much stuff. So I'm very excited that I will be going to the airport with just this backpack on my back. This is my daily backpack. It is made by a company called AER. I can't remember the model name, but I will put it up here. I use it all the time. I use it to cycle to work, just sort of general use. Very well made, very well organized bag. And it will just carry all the camera bits, the iPad, accessories, etc. Another couple of things I'll probably chuck in there are like my Bose QC35 headphones for the plane, my AirPods, and obviously some snacks and drinks and things like that. But you can fit an amazing amount into it, and really nice and light and low profile. In addition to that, I didn't realise these are going to be matching. I don't tend to use them together, but this is another bag by AER. I think it's called the Day Sling 3. It's really nice. It's bright orange inside. I love this sling. I've been using it loads with the Fujifilm X100. It's super low profile. It doesn't look like a camera bag, and I can fit the camera, I can fit my action cam in there. I did mean to mention that I would probably carry this battery bank as well. It's very slim, low profile, 10,000 milliamp with a USB-C cable, just to make sure we're all charged up on the road. But you can literally fit all stuff in there. I've got a pair of gloves in there, just anything you really need. It's just the perfect size. I think it's a 3-litre bag, and the best thing is it just doesn't look like a camera bag, so hopefully doesn't draw too much attention in a city. So those 2 bags are what's gonna carry everything. I might even just pop that with the camera inside the backpack for the airport part, so that I don't have to manage 2 bags. So I hope you found this useful, and if you're kind of in a quandary of what to carry on trips or on a daily basis, it might help you out, give you some ideas. And I will hopefully be back with another video soon from the New York adventure with some cool content and some cool behind the scenes clips and photos from that trip to share with you. So I will look forward to seeing you in the next video, and thank you very much for watching.